So we're gonna be looking into the maps, and we're gonna be looking into the Easter eggs that it has. A lot of stuff to look into the new map, right? There's a lot of stuff. So let's look into it. This is another video. I'll link it down below.
It's your resident Viper main Jack here, and today we're going to.
So we kind of saw the map trailer.
Release of Icebox. The first things to take note of are the setting. The map appears to be some kind of port or facility set into the glacial area of Earth.
Yeah, definitely some sort of a port or facility. I could agree with that, to be honest.
But we don't have to over-speculate about its true location, because in one of the many images shown in this trailer, we can see that our boy, our hero, Dan the Penguin, has his family.
Oh my god, I just love penguins. I love how they have a penguin cam
Inside the Icebox. As you can see here, this screen shows a penguin watch cam, and penguins are typically natives of the Arctic region, which is where I believe Icebox to be set.
Yeah, so it's set in the Arctic region, pretty sure.
The other interesting lore showcased is the increased presence of the Kingdom Company.
Yeah, this is basically owned by Kingdom, so they have pizza here really detailed.
This whole facility and the Submarine are all branded 6 ways to Sunday.
Holy shit. I think they're basically We'll get into this later, into this reactor later. I have a full lore explaining it. If you're new, by the way, be sure to subscribe.
Submarine are all branded 6 ways to Sunday with Kingdom. The KNG on the storage crates is supposedly their abbreviation as well. So how does this play into the overall story of Valorant? Well, supposing that the Valorant protocol is sort of the rebellious response to the corporate overlords controlling the world, then maybe we as Valorant acquired this submarine and are using it for our own purposes to disrupt this Kingdom facility.
This could be both, you know, what theory is it, you know, basically it's clones against, you know, Valorant, right? Against the Valorant team. So Kingdom clones against Valorant, and it's very much likely that, yeah, they use the submarine, you know, to control this site. Or it could be other, they wanted something from the Kingdom facility, they want to plant the spikes, while the Kingdom needs to defend it.
Who knows? Valorant's story barely exists as of now, so really...
Well, that's not true. I found a lot of stuff about the Valorant story. I think this guy didn't really look into it. Hey, but, you know, we're gonna look more into this. I guess we can skip attacker spawn over here. We got a boostable box, which is really nice, but...
Attack to see clearly, but it's...
You know, a lot more to look into this. So we have a giant wrecked ship over here, which is really interesting. Like, I don't know, does this ship have any lore in the background? I guess they're kind of trying to take something from this. It's very possible. I'm guessing this crashed from Haven, so they were transporting it, and in Haven it crashed because it looks kind of like Japanese, made out of wood, right? They're trying to transport it, and I don't know, it looks like kind of failed, right? That's very much possible. It has like, it reminds me of the Haven boat, or well, actually the Haven location. So what's very much possible is they made a settlement over here because, well, it had a lot of radionite and something happened, like an avalanche or something, or maybe someone even used an ability. I don't know. But look, it's not working.
Yeah, but to me it looks like a very old wooden boat with architecture that strikes me as Asian inspired. But that's just a complete shot in the dark, and we really have nothing to go off of as...
Well, that's the most possible theory, to be honest, that it's like sort of a wooden boat. I guess the wrecked ship means a lot in terms of lore than we might expect. But if I'm guessing, like, very possible that Kingdom was trying to transport it. I don't know why they wouldn't transport it in a newer ship, but they're trying to extract it with over here, you know, with these types of cranes.
Whether this is an Easter egg to something or a piece of the story Riot wants us to pay attention to. We also saw quite a bit of an interior area that seemed out of
This looks really nice, to be honest.
place for the bigger buildings shown in the overhead views. It looks like a home area, showing a kitchen, a bar to eat, and other amenities like a vending machine. We figured this area is an interior of these buildings towards the top left from our attacker overhead view shown previously. But there's a lot of query necessary for workflow penguin cam. To the kitchen area being sort of abandoned skin bundle.
So, this is really interesting. Like, this is the, someone holding a bike. I think it's really detailed because it's from Kingdom. And he has like this cross mark, you know, surprised. So I don't know, he's basically stealing the bike. He's all in black. It's a really interesting thing and a lot of people are talking about. So yeah, I guess we'll look into more into it as we get the map access and more people talking about the lore.
Buddy, we also have a blurry picture of what looks like a person posing with a bike. Which, have you guys noticed how many times bikes appear in Valorant? They are absolutely everywhere, and I'm not sure why.
No, I didn't notice that, to be honest.
And then most obviously in this room is the gigantic K symbol, showing that whoever lived here was definitely working under or for the kingdom. Jumping over to what we believe to be the interior of the giant trailer. Now, we don't believe this to be a gameplay affecting area, but it looks like an area housing power cells or batteries of some
Yeah, I would say so as well. It just looks like something to power the facility over.
kind. So maybe they are either the target of the Valorant protocol teams, either to be taken or destroyed by the spike detonations. Also, this bit of an angled box that's closer to us as the camera pans in corresponds, I think, to this main look at the area inside the building. We believe this main area with the horizontal zipline to be the other side itself, and this power cell room may be off to the side of the site as more environmental detail. And looks like an HE could crab walk commando crawl right on through it.
Yeah, it's really interesting why this vent is here.
Volcano is no stranger to ventways in his Counter-Strike map, so maybe Icebox is the first map in Valorant to feature multiple gimmicks.
I don't think
We
so.
see impossible destructible doors, the horizontal zips, and now this man-sized vent. Alright, so that's all we got from our in-depth breakdown. So what can we glean from all of this? I think Icebox will be a considerably smaller and more claustrophobic map than what we've been seeing in Valorant. It's very comparable to Bind, where I fully expect attackers to be able to get to sites within seconds of the round beginning. The layout is very
The most concerning thing about this one is probably the new boat and the submarine. Those are probably connected to the lore. So if we look into it, the submarine is some sort of transportation for them to come into the facility for, you know, the Valorant team. And I don't know, I think the boat was before the facility. So why was this facility created? So, and how was it created? Well, this boat was on its route to somewhere else, right? So, for example, if it started to Japan, it wanted to go to Australia, right? To transport its granite. But it was destroyed in the process, it was too cold. So, what Kingdom did is it's now trying to transport these things that were on the boat back to somewhere else. And Valorant is trying to stop that. That's very much possible, and they also did some experiments on here. So I'm guessing the boat was here before, because the boat looks really old, and I don't know why Kingdom would use an old boat to actually ship stuff. You would use a modern boat that can, you know, sustain avalanches, storms, and anything like that, right? Not an old boat that you knew would crash. So I'm guessing the boat wasn't there after, because otherwise they wouldn't put the towers, right, to pick up the boxes. That's my honest opinion, to be honest. I think there's a lot more into this. I guess we're gonna be seeing a lot more lore, but this could be the lore breakdown you need. Anyway, let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other lore videos. The new Icebox map looks pretty epic, and this is Fatman, sign out. Peace, guys.